Have you heard of a man called Nirav Modi? You've heard of him? Have you heard of a chap called Anil Ambani? Heard of him? Mehul Choksi? Vijay Mallya? Now, what's common about all these people? They all left the country, yeah. And they took thousands and thousands of crores of rupees of Indian people's money. See, the money you gave or your parents gave in demonetization to the banking system, Mr. Narendra Modi gave to Nirav Modi. Right? So what we want to do is we want to take the money that is going to 15, 17 corrupt business people like Nirav Modi. Nirav Modi, and open the banking system to entrepreneurs like yourself. So that young women, young men can go to the banks and take loans and build businesses and create jobs for India. How many jobs do you think Mr. Nirav Modi created for India? Nothing. I would bet you the government of India gave Nirav Modi 35,000 crores. I would bet you if the government of India or of the bank or the banks gave you, I'd say 30 lakhs, you would create more jobs than Nirav Modi did.
Also, sir, you didn't mention Robert Vadra with all the other names.
What about him? What about him? The government has every right and should investigate every single person. And the law should apply to everybody, no problem. However, the law must not apply selectively. The Prime Minister of the country himself has his name in government documents which are saying that he is directly responsible for negotiating parallelly with the Dassault company on Rafale. The CBI director at 1:30 at night is sacked. The Supreme Court says, bring the man back. The man is brought back. The Prime Minister sacks him again. The President of France says, the Prime Minister of India has told me personally himself in a meeting that Mr. Anil Ambani should get the Rafale contract. Nothing's happening. The Prime Minister doesn't comment about it. Everybody knows that the Prime Minister has stolen 30,000 crores and given them to Mr. Ambani. The whole country knows it. But why is there no investigation? Investigate everybody. Investigate Mr. Vadra. I'm the first person to say it. Right? But investigate the Prime Minister.
Women's inequality and discrimination and how women will be benefited.
I think the way Indian women are treated leaves a lot to be desired. I think South India is significantly better than North India on this front. It's true. So there is a cultural aspect, and I think Tamil Nadu is one of the leaders in how it treats its women. So that's a good thing. No. But wait, because before you get excited, there's still a lot of improvement required in Tamil Nadu as well. I don't think women should be second to men in anything. I think women should be at the same level as men in everything. And I look at the Parliament House, I look at the Vidhan Sabhas, I look at the different states, and frankly, I don't see enough women in leadership positions. I don't see them leading enough companies, I don't see them leading enough states, I don't see enough of them in the Lok Sabha and the Vidhan Sabha. So one of the things that we've decided, in 2019, we're going to pass the Women's Reservation Bill in Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabhas, and we're also going to reserve 33% of all government jobs at the national level for women. That's a starting point. But I think it's an attitude. I think you cannot have women empowered in India unless the attitude towards women changes, and there is a lot that needs to change as far as the attitude towards women goes. And I'm a believer that women should be pushed into places of leadership. I think generally women are smarter than men. That's where I come from.
Vanakkam Rahul.
Vanakkam.
What is that special quality that you imbibe from your mother?
From my mother? Humility. That no matter how powerful a person is, no matter how weak a person is, regardless of who the person is, they always have an opinion, they always have a unique way of looking at the world, and one must respect that opinion and try to understand where that person is coming from. How many times have you seen the Prime Minister of India standing in the middle of 3,000 women like this? How many times have you seen the Prime Minister of India standing here like this, being open to any question from anybody? How many of you have had the opportunity to ask him, Mr. Prime Minister, what do you think about education? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Why doesn't the Prime Minister have the guts to come and stand in front of 3,000 women and be questioned by them?
So, if you come to power, what do you plan to do for the South, that is us?
Today's government has a North India specific focus. They have a North-centric view. I believe that all parts of India are equal, and all parts of India should have equal say in the country's future. I mean, there's Mr. Chithambaram sitting here, right? He's from Tamil Nadu. He determined the economic future of this country for 10 years. So I believe that Tamil Nadu and South India must have a voice in Delhi in the national government, and the basic trajectory of the nation should include the feelings and the aspirations of the Tamil people, should include the sentiment and the history of the Tamil people. It should not be that the government of India is trying to subvert and crush the history, the language and the culture of the Tamil people. So that is broadly how I would think about it. It's very important that in the government, people from Tamil Nadu have senior positions.
Good day, Rahulji.
Good day.
My question is about, recently there are a lot of terrorist attacks that are happening, and eliminating terrorist attacks is being a very important and paramount importance that is to be given. And my question is, if Congress party comes up, what will be the measures that will be taken? And do you think only fighting is going to be the resolution? I mean, when Pakistan did, we did it back. I mean, this is not going to be an end if it's going to be just a war. So what are the other resolutions that can be taken to resolve this?
Well, I'll tell you my experience of Jammu and Kashmir, which is where the terrorism just took place. When we came to power in 2004, Jammu Kashmir was on fire. Okay, the policies of the Vajpayee government had basically set fire to Jammu and Kashmir. And we decided to fight terrorism strategically. So we did a number of things. Number one, we isolated Pakistan diplomatically. So we went to all our friends across the world and we said, listen, they are carrying out terrorism in our country, and that has to be condemned internationally and pressure has to be put on them. And we were very successful in putting dramatic pressure on Pakistan, which meant that Pakistan found it much more difficult to push terrorists into Kashmir. Number one. Number two, we engaged with the population of Jammu and Kashmir. So we sent businesses into Jammu and Kashmir. I myself went with the top Indian business leaders to Jammu and Kashmir, spoke to young students like you, and said, listen, let us try and build a bridge, let us try and build businesses in Jammu and Kashmir and with Jammu and Kashmir youngsters in the rest of the country.
So, why did you hug Modi, sir?
No, because I saw, see, love is the foundation. Love is the foundation of every religion. Whether it's Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, the foundation is love. Okay? And I was sitting in Parliament House and I was watching the Prime Minister give a speech. And I have no anger towards the Prime Minister. I don't have animosity or hatred towards the Prime Minister. And I could see that the Prime Minister was very angry. And he was speaking about me and the Congress party and about how we had done nothing and about how we were filthy and my father was a horrible person, my mother was a horrible person, my grandmother was, he was going on that line. And inside me, I was feeling affection for him. I was feeling affection that this man is not able to see the beauty of the world. That he is so angry that he is not able to see the beauty of the world. And so I thought that at least my part, my side, I should show him affection.